Yes, Gas heads, welcome back to Gas Fan TV, the channel that keeps you locked in with all things Bristol Rovers. So I'm talking to you after our first home loss of the season, 4-0 Wigan. It was lacklustre, it was slow, lethargic, just firing blanks again. Sloppy, individual errors. Griffiths had a stinker. It's the first time we can actually say that this season that he's actually made mistakes. We didn't defend set pieces well. In fact, I don't think it's an over-exaggeration to say that some of our set piece defending on that day was horrendous. Borderline laughable. I mean, if the scoreline wasn't 4-0, borderline laughable. And then to top it all off, Taylor Moore goes and gets himself sent off. Why? A headbutt that earned him a straight red, and now he's out for 3 games. Arguably one of our most important defenders. Although the contact and movement is minimal, you cannot put yourself in that situation. We're 4-0 down, who cares? Why are you trying to put your head towards I just don't understand. Unnecessary suspension on a miserable day. It's important not to overreact though, because I see a lot of people online saying Taylor out and others saying that, oh, we're going to struggle to stay in this league. Mate, it's the 6th game of the season. Like, we have 40 games left. Honestly, as a fan base, we're very, very reactive. I think the team needs to be freshened up this weekend. I think he will freshen it up as well. Look out for my team sheet on Twitter and TikTok, or X, whatever you want to call it. So we look to Posh away. We don't like to play against Posh. We don't win against them. We have to go away. They've had a mixed start. They are better away than at home this season, which is weird. It's the opposite. But still a very, very tough game. To talk us through the match preview in depth, I have Charlie from Up The Poshcast. Very knowledgeable. You right there, mate? Oh, he's back. Not trying to film or anything, lad. 17 as well, so show him some love in the comments. As always, I start off asking about the summer transfer window. Charlie, talk me through it. How do you see it as a whole? How have you recruited? Who have you recruited? Chat to me.
Yeah, so our summer transfer window, as usual at Posh, was one of real change. Obviously, we sold about £11 million worth of players, which meant that obviously we had to recruit quite a lot as well. I think we made, around 10 signings. Signed a really good centre-back from Sweden, Oscar Wallen. He was, a really good signing he's looking to be. Got one of our best players from last season back on loan. We got him from Man City and they've given him us again, Jadel Katongo. So we're looking really much stronger at the back this season in terms of defensively. The only bit that we're slightly lacking is at the forward line. We lost Efron Mason-Clark. We've brought in Ado from League 2 and he's not yet looked like he can fill in Efron's shoes. But, we'll give him time to adjust and we're still scoring an okay amount of goals. Scored 7 goals in 5 games, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so it sounds like a typical Posh transfer window, to be honest. You obviously signed Chris Clark as well. What a player. Rio Adebisi, or whatever his name is, from Crew. He's unbelievable as well. I've noticed he hasn't played a game for you. I presume he's injured because he's good enough. I think Odo will come good. Obviously, Slapnet for Harrogate. I think he will come good. I mean, he plays for you guys, so you have a way of naturally moulding young talent from lower leagues into big hitters, so I wouldn't be concerned about that. So how about your start to the season then? It's been a bit mixed. It's been a bit, I wouldn't say surprising. A couple of the games I thought you would be at least winning, you've been drawing, or not scoring a few. So how has that been for you guys?
Started the season pretty up and down. So away, we've been fantastic. We've won both of our away games. Beat Shrewsbury away 4-1, beat Exeter away 2-1, which was a big one for us because we always lose there. At home, we've had really tough games. We've had Huddersfield at home on the opening day, then we had Wrexham at home. We lost 2-0 to both of those, and then we had Lincoln at home just last week, and we drew 1-1. So at home, we've not been good, and it's weird because usually Peterborough United are good at home and dodgy on the road, but that's sort of been flipped this season. So yeah, we'll be looking for our first home win of the season against you. That's going to be, a big moment of relief if we can find it.
I noticed that as well. Home form, away form seems to have flipped. Bizarre. Listen, no doubt. Your home form hasn't been the best. We come to you, and that's when you reignite it. Talk to me about the danger man for you. I could name a couple, but for you, who are you picking as the danger man? I'm pretty sure it's going to be your informed player, but you tell me.
Our danger man is Kwame Poku, 100%. He's our winger, plays on the right wing, scored 3 goals for us already this season, pretty much single-handedly won us, you know, our game away at Shrewsbury, salvaged us the point single-handedly against Lincoln. He's just unbelievable. He shouldn't be here, really. He should have gone to the Championship. Luton tried to buy him in the final days of the transfer window, and we rejected it because we couldn't replace him. He's just irreplaceable at this level. Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's going to cause you a big problem, I think. But then again, he doesn't show up sometimes, so it'll be interesting to see if he does show up. But if he does, yeah, he's going to be tough to face.
Exactly. Kwame Poku, quality. Absolute quality. Game changing. I am still surprised he is at you this season. I did think he was going to get his move. I mean, look, next season that probably looks set in stone. What a player. Scary, scary player. Yeah, you're right. If we're not on it, he is going to run us ragged. Same question, but for us. Who at the gas are you worried about? Who is your danger man for us?
I mean, I wouldn't say your team's is littered with danger men. When I look at it, it's not a great team, and I don't know if that's a bad thing to say, but it's, in my view, one of the worst in the league in terms of quality. And I'd probably go Omoreche as the player that's going to be the danger man. I think he's torn us apart last season when he played for Fleetwood. He's a big physical striker, and we don't necessarily like that. Especially Katongo, he's sort of younger, a bit skinnier, not as strong. He's more of a ball playing one. If Amoretti can get really into him, you might be in luck. And then, I mean, I guess if there was a player that I'd want from your team, it would probably be Camille Conte. I think he's a really good midfielder, really good holding midfielder, good on the ball, good off the ball. And I think next summer we're probably going to have to replace Hector Cipriano, and it wouldn't surprise me if he was one of the ones that we potentially looked at as a replacement. I don't know if you'd sell him. I don't know if it would be our first choice, but he's probably a good player for that role.
Um, did I just hear you say that you think we have one of the worst squads in the league? I can't agree with you there, mate. I'm sorry. Even if I weren't a Rovers fan, no way. We've recruited well. We've got some decent names. Taylor Moore, Shaq Ford, Promise Cherry, our record signing. Isaac Hutchinson, yes, he hasn't taken off yet, but an incredible player in League Two. Ruel Sotiriou, Lino Sousa on loan from Aston Villa, Clinton Mola, Josh Griffiths. There's no way that we have one of the worst squads in the league. We haven't exactly hit the heights yet. But squad depth, no chance. I mean, Jake Garrett, Jamie Lindsay. I can't agree with you there, mate. But what I will agree is, Omocherry, he looks a handful. Big, tall, bullish striker, not clinical yet. Picks play very well, does everything else very well. Very different to the types of centre forwards we've had. That's really, really good to see. Yeah, Camille Conte, unbelievable football player. I don't think he'll be with us long. Really controls that midfield when he's on his game. I agree with both. I think that Omocherry probably will be a handful on the weekend. But if you keep him quiet, you tend to keep the front line quiet, as far as the first 7 games have shown us. So we go to the big question then. Score predictions. Now, any gashead who knows me knows that I'm normally annoyingly optimistic. I can't see us winning. I cannot see us winning. And I think that, genuinely, I think that we will lose this game. Are we going to score? That's my only other thought. Yes. Yes, I think we will. I'm going to go, I don't know if I can predict a loss, because I actually think we're going to lose 2-1, but I don't know if I want to back that. I am going to go, because of your home form, I'm going to go 2-2, okay? My prediction is 2-2. I do actually think we'll lose 2-1, but I just can't back against the boys, so I'm going to go 2-2. Goal scorers, Omocherry, and I'm going to say O'Donker to get his first goal. I'm saying that because I actually would start him. But again, look out for that on my other socials. So that's my prediction then. A 2-2. So I flip it to you then, mate. Score predictions. Who do you think's going to take the 3 points? Is it a draw? And if anyone's going to score, who are your goal scorers for the match?
I've gone for 2-1 Posh, on the Up The Poshcast predictions. So I'll stick with that. I think it will be quite nervy for us because there's a lot of pressure on us to get the win at home. And obviously, I think you guys are quite demoralised at the minute. You've had a really bad run of results. So, yeah, I'll go 2-1. I think you'll probably score first with Omoreche, and then we'll equalise through one of our defenders. I'll go for Sam Curtis, who's our right back, and then our striker, Malik Mothersill, will score the winner towards the end of the game, and it'll be a big moment of release. So yeah, should be good.
Yeah, okay, a 2-1. Yeah, I can see it. I can see a 2-1. Interesting that you think you're going to equalise. So obviously, maybe you're not starting games very well. A defender to equalise, and then an off-the-bench striker to win it. It's actually very specific, mate. I love that. Listen, I hope you're wrong. I have a feeling you might be right. We don't like to play against you. Terrible record. But I have faith. Kind of. Charlie, thank you so much. Really great insight for such a young man. I think a lot of gasheads are going to be annoyed about what you said about one of the worst squads in the league. But that's football. That's what we like. Opinions, opinions, opinions. So thank you very much. And other than Saturday, good luck for the rest of the season. I've left the socials on the screen, guys. Up the Poshcast. Give it a follow. Subscribe, interact, all of that. As far as me, you know where to find me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, at the gas.